John, run us through those final couple of minutes, reverse some showdown football.
Yeah, it was. In the end, it was, we had two pretty good games this year, and tonight was no different. I think, I don't know how many lead changes there were overall over the course of the game, but we obviously jumped out well, then they came back, and it sort of ebbed and flowed all night. And in the last quarter, a couple of occasions where they got to just over 2 goals in front, and to our guys' credit, they just hung in there. And those sorts of games, it's nice to be in front at the end, but they obviously, they can often go either way, as we found out earlier in the year.
So what's your emotion now? Is it relief or joy, or how do you...
Oh, it's fantastic! A fantastic win for the footy club. I mean, it's great. Absolutely fantastic turnout from our members. I think we had over 50,000 here tonight, which is wonderful, and their support, plays its part as well. But for us, we knew the importance of tonight. The importance of tonight was win, and we can keep progressing in the season. And so, having done that, we now move on to next week. It's unfortunately this industry, and we're going to enjoy tonight because you're going to enjoy your win. So guys will enjoy tonight, and then we'll be back into what does it look like for next week against GWS, and we need to keep winning.
Josh Jenkins told Fox Sports afterwards that he thought that his last goal was at the post.
Okay. I didn't even look at it, to be honest. I mean, I sort of said did it or didn't it, and when they came up with goal, I was probably more worried about what does it mean with a minute and a half to go? What structure do we want? How do we want to sort of marshal the troops in that last little bit? So I haven't seen it, to be honest.
Did it feel to you like that you really had to fight it out tonight, winning without maybe playing at your absolute best? Yeah,
well, I thought we played some pretty good footy. A lot of the indicators that we look at were nice and positive, and we sort of had, I think we had nearly 70 inside 50s, and they were scoring probably too easily and getting out the back a few times, which is something we'll have to look at and address. But they were moving the ball with some speed and getting to some pretty dangerous players one-on-one, and you can see from the guys who hit the board for them. So we sort of did a few things at half-time, tried to change a couple of things up, but felt like we were always in the game. The game wasn't getting away from us, and as I say to our guys' credit, we found a way in the end.
Gary Natalia is almost the unsung hero, actually struggling with his body and still doing a really good job.
Yeah, I did, and unfortunately for him, he had to come off late. He got landed on, corked his calf, so he was trying to get going again, but that just meant that Alex Keith had to swing over and play that last 15 minutes on Dixon. So. That's when generally when we play well, we get a really good even contribution. I think we saw that again tonight with our guys just playing their role and playing it really well.
So how is Tales and his calves? Obviously had the shin issue on the other leg. How's the calf?
The calf is pretty sore now, so he was, I spoke to him after the game, and he was, I tried to get back out there, but I just couldn't go. And in some respects, when you can't go, you've got to make that. It's a braver decision at times than going back out there when you're on one leg. So hopefully he'll come up, but we'll have to, he'll obviously do a fair bit of work this week to get himself right.
Is that one of the best games we've seen Josh Jenkins play? That first half, he was just throwing himself in the footy, taking a great contested mark, presenting a great option.
Yeah, no, he's been really good the last few weeks, to be honest. I thought his first half last week was very good, in terms of the way he competed for the ball. He probably didn't take the marks tonight. He actually got some reward for the effort and took some really good strong marks and led up at the ball well. So it was really, really pleasing for Josh. He's been working hard on his game, so it was a good game from him.
What does it mean about the resilience of the group, Don? You can get up, you have a great start, get 3 goals in the first 10 minutes, pull their way back, get in front. And then they're in front by, I think, 10 or 12 points with 10 minutes to go, and you somehow find the wheel in the way to get over the line and keep your season alive. It must mean a lot to the group. Oh, it does, and you can sort of sense that afterwards. There's a lot to play for tonight for both sides, and that's generally, you're seeing, I think, the results this week from what I hear, talking to people after the game, have been all close games, and the evenness of the comp and the reality for one win or one loss sort of changes quite significantly where you sit in the context of the season. So, for us, we knew that tonight was just a vital win, and that sits with the players, but they're the ones that, with 5, 8, 10 minutes to go, they find a way to keep running to the next contest, keep competing really hard, keep winning that ground ball, and that's what we did. Now, when you win by under a goal, I always say there's a bit of luck in it, because sometimes you can play really well and get nutted in those games. We experienced that earlier in the year where we got in front and then with 40 seconds to go got beat. So, but you take them when you get them.
So when you finish the game controlled again, is that something that you learned from that round 8 clash?
In terms of our ball use towards the end, well, look, I think the players understood there's a minute and a half, and once we were able to get a mark, we were able to just sort of control the ball a little bit, which just takes some time off the clock, which is, these are things every club would practice those. But, the players' composure in that stage to do it, even Rory's decision late there where he got it, could have blazed away at goal, but just found Rory Atkins, allowed him to, obviously go through and have a set shot.
Just that opening quarter, it was great to watch as a neutral. Is that the coach's worst nightmare, 5 goals on the side, going back and forth?
Oh, that's just the way the game played. I mean, I know there's been a lot of commentary about the state of the game, but that was. I mean, the whole game, to be honest. If you sat down tonight and watched that game of footy, you'd walk away going, the game's in pretty good shape. You know, you've got two teams that are really strong in the contest, moving the ball well, you know, asking questions of each other in terms of how they want to respond to certain things, and, you know, it was relatively high scoring and a close game, so good game of footy.
Probably the only downside, Don, at the end of, you know, Robbie Gray gets announced as the showdown medalist and there's a few boos in the crowd. You know, it's pretty loud. Pretty disappointing to that sort of reaction from the
yeah. Well, look, at the end of it, you ideally want to celebrate success, and our guys celebrate success. I mean, again, I can't, you know, speak from behalf of our fans. I mean, clearly Robbie played a very good game, so that's how they saw the medal. So we say good luck to him and well done, and we move on. I mean, for us, you know, not about that.
We've heard from you during the week about Brody Smith and the hard work he's done to get back into the side. Run us through how you felt tonight.
Yeah, it was fantastic for Brody to get back. I mean, clearly, you know, it's his first game back for 12 months. He'll be better for the run, I reckon. The best way to describe it. You know, he had his moments, did some good things, but you know, to come back into a showdown as well is a significant challenge, because the, you know, finals like atmosphere and intensity. And as I said, I think he'll be better for that experience. We know the quality, so really important for him to recover well and get ready to go again next week.
Regardless whether you make the finals or not, the way you won tonight, do you think that you've sort of taken a giant step forward, you know, with the young players who've learned so much?
Yeah, it's a great experience for them to play in a game like that, for some of our younger guys, whether it be a Duday, a Murphy, Gallucci, these guys getting a taste of that style of game. But, you know, that's the same for the whole year for those guys with their experience. I mean, even Greenwood and Ellis Yeoman, you know, were battling away there in a big game and a tough game. So, yeah, that's all part of the melting pot of the season. But we'll assess all that at the end of the year when we finish up, whenever that may be.
Doesn't get any easier for you, Don. GWS next Saturday night in Canberra. Any chance of obviously Richard Douglas and Mitch McGovern? How close do you reckon they'll get this?
Yeah, they should both be available. We'd expect at this stage. You know, again with Mitch, it was, as I said yesterday, I think in the press conference, he was, you know, possibly could have played, but the reality was, with the degree of the AC joint and the way it was explained to me, was there's a chance he was going to continue to re-injure it, at which point he wouldn't go forward. So he gets to train over the weekend, and that'll settle down, and he should be good to go next week. And Douglas, the same. You know, he had a bit of a virus into a bit of an ankle, and both those will settle down. And again, we expect him to be available. So we've got some more decisions to make at a match committee next week.
Kyle Harding, is he still a week or two?
No, he's still a week or two away with Kyle with that knee. That's just taking a little bit longer than we'd like to settle down.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Cheers.